This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check and subscribe to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and if you hit that like button, double check that it's working properly, because they are doing everything in their power to manipulate the channel so more people don't become aware of the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, I did a video yesterday and I told you guys that the ISO compliance for is going to be July 14th of 2025. And I got a lot of comments that I was totally incorrect, that I was wrong, that it's November. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I wasn't clear. There are two compliance dates when it comes to ISO 222. Okay? The Fedwire compliant date is July 14, 2025. And that is in the United States of America. Now, the SWIFT compliance is in November 2025. And I think that's what the people who were leaving comments were getting confused. Okay? There are two separate compliance dates for ISO 222. There's the Fedwire compliance date for July 14 of 2025, and there's the SWIFT compliance date of November 2025. They did not kick the July date down the road. Okay? They did not kick it down the road. It's just a different compliance. Fedwire July, SWIFT compliance November. Here's the thing. Does it even really matter? Does it matter? I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell XRP. But in my opinion, once these days are past, we are going to see some movement in XRP. But it's not going to happen until, in my opinion, not saying it can't happen before then, because of course it can. I mean, anything is possible, because we know that the market is controlled by criminals. And if it benefits them to make XRP run before these dates, XRP will run before these dates. But here's the thing, and I've said this multiple times before. The fraud and corruption in the play, the manipulation in the play, is not going to stop. And it's not never going to stop. But once you have institutions on board, a majority of the manipulation is going to slow down. Okay? It's going to slow down. Because these 1%ers know they are not allowed to rob other 1%ers. And they know that the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI will step in right away if the 1%ers are losing money from fraudulent activity. Now, if it's retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules losing money from illegal activity, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI remain silent. They practice willful blindness, but they don't practice that when the 1%ers are losing money. But here's the thing. We get clear and concise crypto regulations. We get those XRP spot ETFs approved. And you know what happens? Institutions start piling in. And once the institutions start piling in, a majority of the manipulation stops and XRP starts rising to its true price. If this happens before July 14, we will see moves, in my opinion, before July 14. If after July 14 and this happens before November of 2025, then we will see XRP making moves before November of 2025. But I was not clear. There are two separate compliance dates. The Fedwire date is July 14 of 2025, and the SWIFT compliance date is November of 2025. They did not kick the July date down the road to November like a lot of people were saying in the comments. Okay? You guys had it confused, and maybe I wasn't clear when I made the original video. Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.